So your question is that after clearing this low, then
Yes.
it went up,
Yeah. And
and
clear this high there.
you were expecting to sell.
Yeah, like the retest from that resistance there and sell.
Okay. So let me
Yeah.
see that place. So this this was the low that you are talking about, right?
Yeah.
And after taking out that low, then it went up and then kept selling, right?
Yeah.
And
Just buying. Yeah.
you wanted to sell from here.
No, from the resistance there.
This area is a resistance.
No, those place that look like a double button. I was waiting if price can sweep the double top there.
You mean here?
No, the recent high.
Here,
No, here.
here.
This double top here.
This is a double top. This area.
No, on the upside.
Up here.
No, the recent one at your left there.
Here.
No, here.
Here.
No, 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 no. This
Here.
downtrend. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Here.
Yeah, I was looking at it as a resistance. Yeah. I even sold.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I still don't understand the question. Price takes out this low
Yeah.
and you wanted to sell
Sell.
at the pullback here when it got to this
Yeah.
area, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good. Good. Okay. So let's take that for the case study. Mary, how are you?
I'm fine, sir. Good
Okay.
evening.
Yeah. So um I have time today. If you have any questions, you can ask. So Salim brought a case or question that I want to help him so that we can all use it to learn. So when we're done with that, if you have any questions, you can also ask, right?
All right, no problems. Thank you.
Good. So this is a 1 hour chart. We have a low here, and price has dropped to that low. We have this area. We're having this area. I think this was the last point to the low side on this chart before price came down here, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good. So where did price start from before it came to that low area? Let's say it started from here. Okay, here. And then came down to this area. Now,
Yeah.
the first thing we have to understand is generally, what is the trend for this pair in the general sense?
It's a
So
downtrend, sir.
generally, this pair is a downtrend. Okay, so this pair is down from up here. Even if we don't go too far, we can see that this pair is a downtrend. If we draw as far up to at least what we can see here, we can see that this pair is a downtrend, right? So, what is the last significant high that price had made? I can see this area, which is
Yeah.
also a double top. Then, but is there any significant? So let me go to the 4 hour, let me go to the daily time frame before I, oh, So even on the daily time frame, there is another low. Okay, so I think that low is still at that low. This is the body. So let's see this area. Do you get why I'm putting a line here?
No.
I'm putting the line at this low. Okay, like price hit that place. I'm just identifying the most important or crucial points on the chart. So price hit this place, and then the next candle open pushed downside, but it came back, and from here it had flesh or body to push up and closed above, which means where the body came onto this candle to push up or to take off can be a significant point. Okay, the wick is important, but where the body takes off is very also is more important. Okay, so this could be like a sweep of the previous candle's low and then a rejection to close above. Do you understand? Do you understand? You get it?
Hello. Yeah.
Good. So that's why I'm putting the line here. So I want to track this. Let me make that one red, a red line. I want to track this red line to the right side to see how in the future price has reacted to that place. Good. So we can see, let me even come to the 8-hour. Good. On the 8-hour, you can see that at the exact on the exact red line, this price came to hit there and then made a small move to the upside here, right?
Yeah.
Good. Also, on the exact red line, below it, we see a big, like this big candle moved below it and sold down a little bit. Below it, this red candle also moved down and sold a little bit. But when price goes above it, it buys and uses it as support to push to the upside.
Yeah.
If you can see that, I'm talking about this. I'm talking about this area. This area. It uses that place as support to push to the upside.
Yeah.
Good. So with just this little information, I can see that where the red line is could be a very significant point, or I can refer that area as a magic support resistance. So even on the 8-hour, I could still push it down a little bit because the green candle's body on the 8-hour comes down a little bit. Yeah, it comes down a little bit. So I can push it down a little bit. Good. So I have identified this point here that from there, anytime price is above it, it buys. Price is above it, it buys. So there are, what can we say? There are buyers above. Buyers above this red line. So what will happen if, how do we know that there will be sellers below that red line? It's only when price tells us that there's going to be sellers below that line. And how will price tell us that? It should give us an indication. What type of indication? The only effective indication is that there should be a body close below that red line. So if you check here carefully, you will see that when price got here, it got a wick. Price got a wick through. Price got a wick through it, into it, and then rejected up. Then this next candle, the full body, look at how big that candle is. Okay, the body swept or pierced through the red line and closed below it. So this is the indication that below this red line, sellers below this red line, there are sellers. Do you understand up to this point? Mary, are you also following? Do you get it up to this point?
Yes, I'm following.
Perfect. So just follow closely. So we've been able to identify that because of the body taking off, bullish body taking off from this point, there is a strong buying power from this price up. So buyers are above the red line. Then when in future, when price came back to the same place, we see that price hit that same place where the buyers are. Buyers rejected the price or pushed the price up, but it could not go far. It just came up to here. Then it came back again, rejected and up again. But this time the sellers were able to move price down. And then below that red line, there was a big activity, a big selling activity, pressure or volume or liquid, okay, momentum, because this candle is big. So the momentum is because the candle is big. Okay, so that is the indication that we have that below this red line, there will be sellers. Okay, sellers will take control. So now let's see after that, when price hit this blue line, which is also another point of interest that we will look at, price pushed to the upside again. The moment price came up and had another body close above the red line, what happened? We saw a move to the upside.
Yeah.
The moment price returned and came back on the red line, rejection, which means buyers are there. Once it engulfed to be below, push to the downside. As it comes above it, hit, reject a little bit, closing above the red line, buyers took over again. This thing that happened here is telling us that this red line is like a magnet or a magic price or area that anytime price is below it is very likely to drop, and anytime price is above it is likely to buy. So you have to put that in your mind. Okay, and that's why that is a good area for you to frame your setups. Okay, good. So now let's move forward with the analysis. So now we have realized that point. So now that we've seen that there is a magic support resistance
What time frame
line.
is this?
What?
What time frame is this?
We are on the 8 hour.
Okay.
But the same thing, we can see the same thing likely on the daily time frame. So good. So now that price came down and hit this area from the first time here, second time as this pair is bearish generally and comes down to hit this area, and we saw this thing happen around this area, price goes above it here, the expectation is that we should buy. So price is bearish, but when it's above this red line, it should buy. And when it's below it, it should sell. Okay, so if you saw price or you viewed price in this sense, where were you buying selling before? I think you were selling somewhere. You were selling somewhere here, right?
Yeah.
Good. And this is 8 hour, and that's why sometimes you have to view the market from the higher time frame. Also, it's very, very important. Okay, so let's say this place is, yes, indeed, it's true. This place is a very good area of support resistance. Give me a second.
Okay, sir.
Okay, let's continue. So let's move to, if you were viewing the market from the higher time frame, let's say the 8 hour or the daily, you would have seen that that area looks like a double top or
Hello.
okay. Sorry, guys. Let's continue. So let me move
Okay.
to the 1 hour where you were framing this setup. Good. So this is that 1 hour. This is that 1 hour. And you were framing that setup around here. This place. If I'm right. Am I right?
Yeah, that's the place.
Yeah, you wanted to sell around here. Yes. So this area is a support resistance area. Yes. So why is it so? Because when price on the 1 hour here, look here, from this point, price had hit here. Check here closely. Check this area here. You will see that there is one green candle in it. So when price sold to hit here, a bullish candle took over and pushed price up. Then we saw price drop, bearish candle drop to sit there, and there is a small green candle in the middle there. Okay, there is a small that looks like a doji, if you can see that. Good.
Yeah.
So this thing that happened here means that there were some kind of a stop. There were stops around here. Price had a hit up, a hit down, and So this point was an area where price had to take off. As in, from here there was a big sell candle, this one that took off to sell. So this is the first area where you draw. And why are we making this place an area of interest or an important area? Why are we making that place a very important area? We are making that place a very important area because in the future, when price came back up, price hit it, closed above though, but when it engulfed and came below it, it retested the same line or area, rejected, and body closed below it, it sold. Okay. Then so you can see at one point, but you have to get data, okay, price history to be able to identify that if you get one touch, second touch, you see activity going on first, second, third, then you can use that to determine that this place is a strong area or line. Yeah, and then price comes back to it. You see the way it kept rejecting off that line, and then price below it, price was still selling from there. Okay. Then in future, price comes up again to it sells around that. Then comes down. Okay. So that is a sign that below this area, below this line here, if I want, I'll bring it down a little bit to be accurate. It's a sign that below this line, sellers are in control. Sellers are in control. Okay. Are you getting me? Are you getting
Yes, sir.
me? Good. Sellers are in control below this line. Now, price come back up again to it. Look at when it got here. Look at it. Look at this momentum. Look at the bullish candle. And is there a close above the line? Yes. So those are the things you have to be watching for because that is what will give you the indication. Okay. See, price, look at the bullish momentum here. Hit it. And then it had another green candle close above. Then, but though as it engulfed down below it, we get a sell. Price comes back to it again. Look at this momentum. Look at this candle. That close above the line. So once you saw this happening, this big candle happening to sweep this resistance off, that this is this place that you should have been rethinking of not selling again. Okay, why? Because the sellers that kept pushing price down, they are weak because of this big bullish activity, bulls activity, which means that from here, buyers are in charge. Okay, so it's simple. Buyers are in charge. Now, how do we know buyers will really be in charge? If price is to come down and close below this line again, where price has been selling for a long time, below it always, then you know that it's going to sell. But as long as price stays above that line, there's no way we are going to see sales. Okay, so let me put a proper line around there so that we can use it to track. So I believe this is why you might have lost this trade around here. Good. This is a red line. So buyers are above it. So we use that place as support to move to the upside. Now see, when price comes back to it, it comes to hit it exactly and still moves up. Okay. Now, I told you already. The only way we will know that we'll be selling there is when there is a close below it, a body close. Okay. So see, when now price finally came back and engulfed, and always pay attention to the candle. Look at the bearish candle. Look at how big it is. That close below, engulfs and close below. From this point, selling. You only look for sells until price comes above. It's simple. Do you have any other question? So though this area, so you were selling here, that's good because price was below and it's okay. But the moment we got this engulfing candle that went above and retested, it gave you, if you took your entry somewhere here, as it went up, it came here and so rejected, even twice, went back up again, came back and so rejected. This move here is giving, if you were still holding your even your trade, it is giving you an opportunity to minimize your loss and close. Because the moment, as far as we don't close body below here, you don't expect sales again. Do you understand the concept of this support
Yes, sir.
resistance magic line? Yeah. So with this knowledge, you should have closed your trade from here. It gave you first opportunity to minimize your loss or close on a small loss, depending on your lot size. It goes up, put you in big loss, comes back down again and give you another opportunity to close. Okay, still you don't. But if you could hold and you are sure, it went up, 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 comes down, close body below it, and then now rate tested. See, it went up to rate test it a little bit here. And then from here, we are getting sales. Now, there's another red line below here that we identify that below that red line, we will have sales always. See what happens there too. When price got hit it, move up, hit it, move up, hit it, body close below it, see what is happening. Body close and look at the candle. Look at the nature of the candle that closed below it. It's big, signaling that there is heavy selling activity that can go on here. And like we said already, below here is sellers. You see here too, big selling activity, big selling activity. Here to big selling activity, you should have entered.
Yeah. So I have a question.
Come with a question.
Yeah, like this action here, like this price here, yeah, based on what you just explained, but I can see that a candle closed below here, below the red line, and it back again and close into it. So
And
yeah,
close above it.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, that will happen a lot. The fact that there is a close doesn't mean that you should jump on the sell. So
Yeah.
this one hit, moves up, this one hit and close. This first close here, because this did not close, but this one closed. This is giving you the intention that the market will want to sell when it comes to close below it again. But this time, should be the next time you should be looking for a big activity, a big move, a big candle, because that is what will push the price down. Do you get? So most time the first or the second hit or close below might just give you the indication. And always, if you have the indication, there should be corrective, a pullback. So we are not using just this to look for entries or setup. This magic support resistance line that we are drawing is just helping us to understand or get indications and to know where or which point on the market or on the chart we should be looking to frame setups. Because we have to use other concepts to be able to help us. For example, what is the last high? Even if you are taking this point alone, what is the last? You have to look for if we are framing this setup very well. So I started this analysis by looking for the last high. So if price has been buying above this red line, where do you expect price to get to before it continues the bearish market? We can use our Fibonacci to measure from up there to this low and see price retraced 61.8%, in between that and 78. If you see that the trend